Welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs. I'm your host, Toby Stapleton, and I'm the director of the UMass-Dartmouth Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. Radio Entrepreneurs is a show about entrepreneurs and those organizations that support them, and we're pleased to be able to do our biannual broadcast, the second of our two broadcasts a year, here at the Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship to focus on all of the great things that are happening in southern New England, but specifically right here on the south coast of Massachusetts. And one of the organizations that's come into shape over the last few years is a company and an organization and a physical space called Groundwork. So we're pleased to have Dena Haden from Groundwork here in the studio with us today. Dena, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you so much for having us.
So Dena, let's start. Tell us about what is Groundwork.
So Groundwork is a shared office space for entrepreneurs or remote workers to come in and set up and work. So we try to have everything available for you, Wi-Fi, snacks, meeting room spaces, so that you can come in and just work and not have to pay an overhead where you're renting an office space downtown, and you can have a mailing address as well.
And you're with like-minded individuals. The people that are at Groundwork are individuals and people and organizations that are doing what you're doing, sort of, and supportive of what you're doing. Because I know that there are a number of groups that you've worked closely with, including Entrepreneurship for All. E4All has hosted a number of programs and even has their leadership meeting there on a pretty frequent basis. Can you tell us a little about that network?
Yeah, so like-minded people is a great way to think of it. It's very diverse as well. So the common thread, which is great, and something that Sarah, my business partner, and I didn't necessarily anticipate, but anyone who kind of comes to the door and is interested in co-working, they have this mindset where they want to share amenities or and collaborate in some way or just meet people in the city. So it has like a nice kind of community orientation to it. So people come in and they're generally talkative, or they can set up and put their headphones on and get to work. So but it's a really diverse group of people. So we have nonprofits like E4L that they're running their incubator program out of Groundwork, also out of a space in Fall River. And we have solo entrepreneurs and people working for other companies remotely in California, India, all over the country. So.
Yeah, it's terrific. And if you look at the region, one of the things that I think it's great to have Groundwork here, because it's something 10 years ago, having a co-working space in New Bedford, first of all, nobody would have known what co-working is, and then second, I don't think there would have been the need that there is today. Can you tell us about what made you start Groundwork in New Bedford, and what are you seeing as the trends in the region?
Yeah, so we started Groundwork in New Bedford because Sarah, my business partner, and I both really love New Bedford. I went to UMass-Dartmouth, so I lived in New Bedford for a long time. Right. And I watched the growth in the development of the city. Yep. And I moved back from Philadelphia and just we knew it was time to start something there. And we felt like it was ripe for a collaborative workspace. Right. There's a buzz going around about co-working now, but really we wanted to create a physical platform for people to come together to share ideas and create innovation. And it seemed like it was on the rise in New Bedford. And it is. Since we opened 3 years ago in December, and the growth just in New Bedford alone has been substantial. Right. You can see the growth in downtown. And a lot of our members have started out at Groundwork as two people starting a company, and they've actually moved out and are leasing downtown their own office space. So just within Groundwork, we see the growth.